Such a shame if you order near mint and someone sells you the card with a large scratch in the middle. And then we have one of those Magpies, surprisingly affordable in my opinion. I'm buying a lot more. I purchased now 4 or 5 more. I probably put them away already. Great card. Hello everyone, what is up? Welcome back to another episode by the Pokeymonster. I hope everybody thought the episode of this weekend was a blast, celebrating my 3rd anniversary on YouTube. Today we're gonna take a look at what I picked up lately, and without further ado, let's dive straight into it. Not sure how long this episode will be. Hopefully everything is alright, hopefully you are all alright. And let's take a look. We have an unnumbered promo Misty Starmie here. I ordered it near mint, it got some damage on it. I got the full refund for the card, really nice. It is actually kinda bad, as you can see 2 or 3 really large scratches horizontally and then a lot of whitening on all the edges. Besides that, we have also on the front a couple of small scratches. Nevertheless, we continue and we have a nice unnumbered promo Meganium. Also a few tiny scratches on the front. It's from the premium file, Neo premium file Japanese, really great card. Same seller sold us as well a Froslass with Candace. Really great holofoil, really great condition card, great to add to my collection. And then we have a card with a really shiny sparkly holo pattern. It's a bit of an older card. Yeah, this one is from 2015. It states on the card from some kind of legendary treasure or shiny treasure. Some shiny collection. And I hope it is clearly visible, but look at that great foil pattern, guys. This is a great card, nice condition as well. I might purchase some more of these holofoils of these sets. It cost me about 250 in euros. I tried to sell it for 3 euro. If I'm able to find an entire page, I would keep it in my binder definitely. And I'm gonna see what kind of options there are more. There are probably more cards in this set with the same foil pattern. Really great. So here we have a Cynthia's Roserade. I'm a huge fan of the Roserade cards with Gardenia as well as with Cynthia. I think this one will do really well in the future. It dropped 30% in price from the point where I purchased it. So I'm trying to sell some for the price that I purchased it for. I'm not able to make a profit at this moment, but you have to really take into account that we're now going towards the summer. It's almost summer. People are spending their money elsewhere. People are not buying Pokemon cards, only people like me. Regular casual collectors are going on a holiday and they cash out rather their collection instead of buying new cards. We have a Minun here that has unfortunately a lot of surface damage, so fortunately though, I did get my money back on that card as well, because I purchased it near mint and it is truly, well, let's say it's damaged. Moving on to the Snorlax, great card from the Japanese 151 collection. It is the promo, sealed promo from the ETB in English. And I did never appreciate that Pidgey as much. And there we have a Diglett as well. I just only saw the Snorlax sleeping as always. Let me know if someone has a Pokeflute and we can clear the way and move on. Next up, I purchased a couple of Steelixes. Great card, came down in price. I'm finally able to fill up this page with Steelixes in my binder. A Loudred, I haven't purchased this one for a long time. It came down a little bit in price as well, but there is still a lot of demand for this card for the price that I asked for it. We have the Pidgey. I have a lot of these Pidgeotos and I thought, okay, let's get some Pidgeys as well. With the signs, both the Pidgey and the Pidgeotto, really great card. Some more 151 art rare. Together with the Mr. Mime and the Nidoking, I sold a lot of these. Lunatone, one of the greatest cards, together with the Solrock, really great. During the Pokemon Go era, during the Pokemon Go TCG release era, this was a great attacker in your Pokemon card deck too. And it worked especially well with the Solrocks and the Mewtwo, for example, the Mewtwo V. Here we have one of the greatest artworks of the last sets in my opinion. We have the Zamazenta. It's a shame it's so cheap as it is. It is really great artwork. Following up with the Crustle today, guys. It's a little guy on the beach covering his eyes from the sun, really great. A great crustacean, and then we have one of those Magpies. Surprisingly affordable in my opinion. I'm buying a lot more. I purchased now 4 or 5 more. I probably put them away already. Great card. Grottle and Meryl, also a great card. I purchased one very expensive when it was released and now I can buy 3 for the same price. So it's a great time to pick up Pokemon cards, guys. Palladian Tauras, I keep buying these and I keep selling these, and it's just a great artwork. One that I have not owned before, the Palladian Wooper in the mud. It's kinda okay, you know, it is something if you don't have it, and now I have had it and I'm gonna sell it again. I wouldn't purchase 100 of this one. Same goes for the Excadrill, cool card. Not my favorite though. We have some secret rares here. Suspicious food tin, it does look great. You see the psychic symbol on the can. And the smoke or fog coming out of there. It's really great. I don't understand why it's only $3, maybe $4. But yeah, we can all conclude that the secret rares are not doing so well, specifically the trainers. Maybe the playable ones that people use it in their deck and it can be $20-30, but most of them are €5 or below. So here we have Sword with a Shield Bird from Silver Tempest. I guess they played a role in the video games, not 100% certain anymore. I did play Sword, I can't really remember, it has been a while. And on that note, I tried to fire up my Nintendo Switch today and it doesn't work, so I have a big problem. Maybe the save games and everything is gone as well. I will, I think, bring it to the store if it's possible for reparation, and otherwise I really have a big problem. Moving on to the Gordy, Silver Tempest, Trainer Gallery, Raihan as well. So then we have the Reladon VMAX, the Black Gold Trainer Galleries. This was very special when it was just released. At the moment this is very cheap, about €2 to €3. Forward Slacking, surprisingly enough I'm moving this card a lot of the times in a month, maybe 5 times a month. So then we have the Oranguru, it gives me the chill vibes. It does remind me of the Forward of the Unknown V. You see all the lines around the Oranguru, it's really great holofoil, this one. Some regular EX and Vs, we have the Rayquaza from Evolving Skies, not to confuse it with the Crown Zenith one. And today some packages will arrive again, guys. It's 5 days a week, every week. Every week I'm buying and selling Pokemon cards, and every day of the week as well. So I'm excited to see what arrives later today. The Lugia, Ho-Oh, Suicune from the Classic Collection decks, but they were also in the something with emerging power or some power box. So they were released again in another as a promo in another set or box. And then we have these 3 promos I got for free because someone had a 2-week delay in shipping the cards out. Together with this booster pack of Shrouded Fable, I said, hey man, thanks, I really appreciate that. Iron Thorns and Petrant, I can't remember where the Petrant is from. I was thinking about it today. And then we have a Wild Forest booster pack, Japanese, great. Purchased for €2 and I'm gonna sell it for €3. And I don't really have to mention anything, but if someone says, is it from your own booster box, I obviously don't lie about it. Nope, it's not. It's a single purchase from an online store. Then we have one of each of those promos again, Pikachu vs Charizard and Pikachu vs Mew. Number 197 and number 120. We have one more Eevee, this time it has a scratch down the middle. Such a shame if you order near mint and someone sells you the card with a large scratch in the middle. Ledian, also a little bit of service damage on the front. And Noibat, great artwork for the price that it is currently. And we have a Kumiya Oricorio card, also pretty nice. Not one of my favorites, but it is funny, from V-Star Universe. Here are some cool cards that I pulled from the booster box that we opened for my 3rd anniversary on YouTube. I found out that these stamped cards are worth the most of all the foil patterns. And then we have some shinies of all the starters. And we have the Pikachu from the treasure chest. And in Chinese it's apparently part of the Gem Pack 1 volume booster box. And then on the end of the previous episode I've shown you this seal. It's a Pop 20 PSA 10. I don't think it's specifically rare, but not a lot of people took the effort to grade it because it's so common. But it's a Pop 20, it's great to have a Pop 20 card in my collection, guys. I paid $60 for it, it's pretty ridiculous. I think I could have found it for $40, but there are only 20 in the world right now, so I don't know. Then we have this one in a PSA 10. great card, reverse foil, Japanese 25th anniversary. And this one is currently up for sale, and I purchased it for 70, I think, and I'm trying to make 10% profit, like that, something like that. So great card. I have a couple of these now, 1 PSA 10 and 10 ungraded. So here we have one more of those Reshiram's. I sold one this week. 2 more Celebrations cards, Gyarados and Zapdos. Really great as well for in the future. I think next year, the 30th anniversary, the 25th anniversary cards will go up a little bit in price. We have the reverse hollows from 151 here. Yeah, it was really crazy. I sold a lot lately of these cards, and then I started purchasing some new cards from other people, and they had this in their inventory, so I thought, why not scoop it up cheap, try to make 10 to 20% again. But it might take a while before I have the amount back that I had, and one guy purchased everything, so I think it only works. The formula for these cards is that they want to buy the entire set, or as close as possible to the entire set, so you have to wait a long time, accumulate a lot of cards, and then one guy purchases everything if you are priced correctly. It's a bit different than these kind of single cards. So we have 2 more of these. The Koraidon from the Sword, the Scarlet ETB. Great card as well, the promo. It's a shame it's not sealed anymore. And then we start to see a lot more of the trainer galleries again. As you know by now, I'm really a fan of the trainer galleries, the yellow border specifically, but some other ones as well. Full Art Gramble. 1 Meganium more. We saw one earlier in the episode, but this one has a little bit more damage. Really unfortunate. Because I purchased this one as excellent, so I was aware there was supposed to be or could be some damage. But this card had a crease in it, as you can see. I think you can see it right there. I think that's really bad, a crease. You cannot call it excellent anymore with a crease. Then it has some surface damage on the front as well. More important is also a lot of surface damage on the back. Yeah, large area scratched up in the middle of the card over there. Whitening on the back. So yeah, I argued it's not near mint. There is something on the card here as well. And I asked for a partial refund, and he said I can do a full refund. Can you do 50% refund, or I can send the card back if you send me some shipping money. And he said, okay, I'm gonna give you a little bit more than 50% and keep the card, and thank you for your message. And I said, okay, no problem, thank you for the nice solution. So all in all, not too bad. I can make 50-cent profit on it, and yeah, that's it. So yeah, that's about it. Another case closed. I'm pretty happy about that. I wish, of course, there is nothing wrong with the orders, but if something is wrong, I rather repair and solve the problem as soon as possible, obviously. So here we have some vintage cards, guys. Haven't had vintage cards in a long time. Only a few, and now I have a couple more. We have a first edition Dutch Clefable, $10. Thought it was pretty okay. Near mint. So alongside the Minun we also have the Plusle. And then we have one more Zamazenta. Basically we have all the cards that I just showed you, and then once more. I like to purchase cards in multiples. Unscroll forward. One more of the Alola Friends. Rookie Day. And one more Grotto in nicer condition. 2 Zoroas. Insane cheap, these cards at the moment. I need to purchase 9 more, but I really need to sell some cards first before I'm able to purchase some new ones. The Braixen, Flaffy, the Danny, Altaria, great cards. We have the Gardevoir that I never owned before actually, maybe once. And then we have the Burnett, the Daisy's Help, and the Perrin, all for my own personal collection. And we have one more of the Blissies and Joy. One more of the Blaziken and May. And one more for Alligator that is actually damaged a little bit of whitening on the back, but this goes into my own collection. Maybe it gets a PSA 7, or perhaps with all the luck in the world it can still be PSA 8, but I think it's excellent, so yeah. Then we have here some more from the gem volume packs. I found out that the foil pattern that I didn't know or recognize was the prismatic foil pattern, and this is the glimmer foil pattern. And the prismatic foil pattern is worth more than the master balls in some occasion. And then the stamped ones, I think I already mentioned that the stamped cards are worth the most next to the shinies, and then obviously the full arts and stuff. So ladies and gentlemen, that was another Pokemon card haul for today. I really appreciate everybody watching, and if you're still watching, maybe you can leave a like on the video, and if you want, subscribe to the channel for more Pokemon card content. It really supports the channel, the likes, it will push it into the algorithm, I think, and leave a comment on what is your favorite pickup of today. And yes, thank you everybody yet again. Pokemonster out, have a great day. See you all on the next one.